Come on in, come on in. Doing a little touch up. A little wood art. Banging a little touch up. But I came on here to talk about the world. And the plots and the schemes that go on that everybody is seeing nowadays, and we're calling it streaming or streamers. And I'm gonna tell you like this: it started from just the drama in the world, where you see some people. It could be Twitter, it could be TikTok, it could be YouTube. Some human beings are so illiterate that you gotta understand, some people, y'all call it beef or drama, but me, I called it childishness, because some people, they know who to pick on and they know who to target. What do I mean by that? Let me give you a real example. A lot of dudes call themselves thugs and gangsters, right? But you think they'll go ever like run up against people like SEAL Team 6 or any army officials? No, they won't. Because like the famous saying, man, monkey know which tree to climb. For real. And the sad thing about it is, whether you want to call yourself a so-called gangster, a thug, or whatever, it ain't hard to tell that a lot of black people just continue to eliminate each other because they have no sense. And I like when people be stupid and think that they could put a blanket over this, but the only thing you're doing is giving it a black eye even more, because you could fight for freedom in America, you could fight for freedom in Africa, you could fight for freedom all around this world. But I'm going to keep on saying it. What you consider black people, the rest of the world will consider to look at you, and they will consider to use you, because you use each other. And you don't use sense. And the thing is, you always ask the famous question, right? Oh, why do they celebrate the dude that came out of jail or the female that came out of jail more than the person that went to school or college or that got a job? You know why we do that as so-called black people? And I'm going to say so-called black people because that's what it's meant to be. You are supposed to be stupid. You are supposed to be ignorant. You are supposed to be the bottom of the barrel. No, you ain't supposed to be no queen. No queen. I ain't supposed to be a savage. You're supposed to be a bad bee. You know? You're supposed to ring bells. People supposed to know your name. With all of that, right? What do you get? Nothing. And I learned that our people, they don't care what they get. Even if it's money or attention. I want people to really listen to this very closely, because some people will say, oh, people in the streets, this and that. Man, this is bigger than the streets, because I remember telling my big brother the other day, it's a disease that's in the black community. And I watch so-called street people talk about what they say, regular civilians, and I watch so-called regular civilians talk about street people, right? And let me tell you something. We have so much different divisions in our so-called communities, right? Where it's stupid. Straight up and down, it's stupid, you know, because I don't like when people think that it's something very hard to explain about the gangs or the violence in our community. Okay, for the people that want it to be hard to explain, right? Okay, cool. Let's explain this easy. Okay, I'm gonna explain this easy since, cause when they say, "Oh, people need to stop talking about stop the killing," well, you know what? Okay, check this out. If we don't talk about stop the killing, right? Let's just continue to keep on doing what y'all are doing right now. And I'm saying this to every single black person around the world that think they in the hood, in the slums, or whatever you want to call it. The ghetto. I'm talking about Africa. I'm talking about the Caribbean islands, and I'm talking about America. I'm talking about the UK. I'm talking about all over. And I'm talking to everybody as well. Melanated people and everybody. Now, if you want to act like it's such a miracle about the streets or street life, let me tell you something. It ain't no miracle, and it ain't nobody could say, "Oh my gosh, you don't know nothing about the streets." Let me tell you something. It ain't that hard to find what stuff is. It ain't that hard to see what it is. But let me tell you this, people. Continue. For real, because y'all like to make like stupidity excuses. But I'm going to say this, man. Continue to kill each other. Okay? Continue to keep on doing whatever, because y'all like to come up with stupid scenarios, right? And this is why I say that you don't care for my people for real. And what do you mean by that, Delvin? Some black people could be so ignorant and stupid, right? That they're smiling each other's face. And they'll kill each other. You know, and you call that gangster, right? Let me tell you this, black man. Leave these people in their gangster lifestyles alone, okay? Because, oh man, Elder, I tell you this, yo, for real, Elder. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be real with you, Elder. I'm working on another one of my wood arts, but thank you. Thank Marlene. Thank Proud Mixed Child. Tina Marie. Stardust. I probably named like 5 of y'all just now, but me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really appreciate all of y'all that come on my page, and I wouldn't, like, yes, we do use the word support that starts with an S, but I will say I appreciate it for real, because, like, I be thinking about it, you know? I be like, damn. Like, you know, I don't fiend for nobody to come on this page, you know? I don't fiend for nobody to come on this joint. Because I'll be real with you. Got people that I knew for over years, and they got all of us that know people that know for years, and they ain't gonna come on here and support you, and it's all good, you know, it's all good, because many of us know in history, right, and in life, in certain scenarios and situations, we all heard this before. Don't force it, okay? Don't force it. And you know you heard this before too as well. If it's real, it'll come back to you. Those are, like, I like to tell people, and I like to say that those are, you know, beautiful sayings. Those are nice sayings, you know? Nice, very nice. But what I learned with those sayings, I could care less. You know, because out of over 1,000 people, right? I'm good if one person support me. You know? I'm good because you know why? The universe and God sees everything. I'm going to give you a little paraphrase story that I seen from a short clip the other day from Finesse Two Times, the, if I'm correct, I forgot where he's from, but I think it's either New Orleans or Memphis that Finesse Two Times is from. Now, I seen the clip the other day. Let me stop banging so you can hear me good. Okay. I seen the clip the other day when he was saying that, and this goes for all of us as humans, universal, you know, and even with animals as well, you know, because, and this is why nowadays a lot of people may not understand, but I'm not gonna say that because my soul ain't gonna like that, you know, and that ain't good for Jah. But I'm gonna say this: if they don't understand or overstand, right, it's all good. It's all good. Cause with the 5 people that I just named, of them coming on the page, it's cool and it's respectable, you know. Cause if I take like a box and put 5 people that come in here and then put the other box of the 1,000 people, I'd rather your real support and your real energy than you feed me nonsense, you know. And that's with everybody, because I was just there thinking before I came on the live, I was like, damn, a lot of people be coming on this internet and they sell their souls. And I'm like, wow, it's very funny. Now let me get to the statement and the comment that I got from off of what Finesse Two Time was saying the other day on the YouTube clip. Now, and many people that are greedy and selfish and got negative energy, what I'm about to say, they will never understand this, because what you have to understand with people that live righteous, positive, and keep on searching in the journey that we call life, you know that if you learn something today, you know that's not the end of that learning. Okay, let me get to the statement and paraphrase. Now, Finesse Two Time was explaining how, you know how you ride for one of your friends or family members, and I'm gonna say this too, because I'm gonna clear this up at the end of this. Friends and family members, you know how we ride for them in anything, okay? We ride for the people that we love. You know, you get up and go. It ain't no question. When they cry, you cry. When they sad, you sad. When they going through something, you are going through it as well. And you would not leave them on the wayside. You will not leave them struggling on the corner. You will not leave them to carry weight by themselves. Okay? Because if they got a rainy day, you know what? You gonna hold that umbrella open for both of y'all. And you gonna try to make the sun come out the best way you could. Now, when you turn the shoe on the other foot, where are they for you? And when he said that, right, I was like, shit. You know how bad that, and this is one of the other reasons why I made this YouTube page. Because as I said, I don't care what color you is, I don't care what religion you is, or I don't care what gender you consider yourself. Yes, you may call me a melanated man, a black man, but when I say my people, I am talking about all human beings on earth that was left and forgotten. I ride for those. Okay? So when you see people talk about all of this money stuff, or all they thugs, they gangsters, or whoever they are, I let people be that of what they say they are. But shit is, right? Those same people that you're around every day, that you smile in their face and they smile in your face, when you are down and out, right? It be them same men and women that look in your face. And just as I said, I'm paraphrasing what Finesse 2 Times was saying in the short YouTube clip. When you do everything you could do and you ain't doing nothing, like me and my big brother always say, we ain't doing this shit for no get back. We ain't doing that shit for no get back. No, I'm doing this because it's just something that gotta be done. You know, and I will say, like, yo, LOVE, love, you ain't gotta say it. All you gotta do is really show it in this world within yourself and everybody else around you. Because, as I said, I start this YouTube page for many different angles, but one of the main angles is that I know, and a lot of other people that know me, I have a brightness inside that can help the world and help myself as well. But I'm gonna be honest to you, this stuff that you call YouTube, the internet, subscribers, likes, views, checks, and I don't really care too much about that, because what I'm starting to really see of when I'm like not downloading it as into a computer or a cell phone or a program, but when I'm downloading a lot of these things that's going on social media inside of my brain, let me tell you something. And this is why I always tell people, you like a smartphone, you like a TV, you like a camera, you like your laptop, you like a desktop. You got that on top of your mind. You got that with you every single day. And you know how they have different series of computers, laptops, cell phones, like the iPhone. Somebody get a regular iPhone 17, right? And then after that, they get the 17 Plus. Now, what you have within yourself is way better than an iPhone, a Galaxy, Windows, or any digital device. But the thing is, we live in a world now, right, where they beat the human being down, right, to make you believe in the same thing that me and you are on right now. Of you listening to my voice, and I am delivering a message and delivering energy. I remember I was telling people this like 20 years ago. They want us to really believe in the digital world more than we believe in ourselves. Because when I watch movies like The Matrix and Transcendent with, well, The Matrix is with Lawrence Fishburne, Jada Pinkett Smith, Keanu Reeves, and many other actors and actresses that we know. And then the Transcendent, I forgot the lady that plays in the Transcendent, but the main actor in the Transcendent is Johnny Depp. And it shows you how, I always talk about this, from the Bronx, from the South Bronx, all the way to China. Some people may be like, yo, that's weird what you're saying, from the South Bronx to China. Well, if you don't understand what the South Bronx to China means, right? It means that, same thing like Tupac said, anybody could get touched. And this is why I love to learn, okay? Because, let me tell you something. You could look at something, right, like little as the word things, right? And you may use it in a sentence, or you may not know how to use it in a sentence. But check this out. Somebody, you may be talking to one of your friends one day that's not from America and that can't speak English too good. And everything that they learn of speaking English, they're learning from you. Now, you don't know how much of a good help you are to your friends of just helping them say a basic word like thing, or even things, or even just saying like something. And this is why I say, like, a real one will live forever. Okay? And when I say a real one, I ain't talking about a thug or a gangster or a bad B or none of that, or somebody that hangs on the gully or somebody that rides for the gully. I'm talking about when you a real one in this world, right? And in this universe, you don't feed into emotions of what human beings will drive you to feed into. You do not care about human activities to drive you left or right, up or down. And that's why I say I like to learn, because with me saying this, you know how much times I remember growing up, and growing up, I still do think that, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I thought my mom was the smartest person in the world, and I still do think that. And I remember trying to learn different things. One of my mother's main things was, boy, you think you know it all. And I'm gonna be honest to you, like, like, I would drive myself of trying to know something and trying my best to learn it if I don't know, you know, because trial and error, there's nothing wrong with trial and error. Let me see. Hold on 1 minute, Elder, I'm coming right now. Hold on, I'm still here. Huh? Yeah, I'm about to see something right now, because I don't like how...
I scrubbed the shit out.
I don't like how they look.
Yeah, it's on.
Just got work.
Yeah, well, I'm by myself at the bar.
No, not you. Not you, I'm talking about anybody. And come off. Look.
That was real bad.
You see that right there? It just
I'm trying to get out of the pool.
Hey, how you doing?
Alright.
Now come off. I'll be telling you, man.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do what he said. I'm gonna get some damn oven cleaner.
Oh, now you could see, like right now what I did, it'll come off easier, and you get the oven cleaner, and like see how like the brake behind is hot, right?
Yeah.
So the oven cleaner gonna really like, it's gonna make all the dirt, like it's gonna scrub all the dirt like clean, and it's gonna get back, because I just scrubbed this,
Okay.
you know? And I'll just spray it on so some of this can come out, because it's gonna make the oven cleaner rub it off even easier.
What is that you got in that bottle?
This is Windex.
Okay.
Yeah, that cleans the window, you know. Windex works for a lot of good things in the world universal. like, see, look, it just, and then you can use a Brillo pad too, you know, but light, you know, and it's gonna come off because all it needs to do is get wet. See, look, all it needs to do is get wet and boom.
It's going to give me $20, yeah.
Huh?
It's going to give me $20 for each time you do it. No, don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I was just trying to help you out.
Yeah, no, I'm well.
You want armor roll on it or you
Don't
okay?
worry about it. I got an appointment at Walmart for a oil change. So.
Okay, you're welcome anytime. You have a great day. Yeah. Now, no, they easy. Those is, what's the name, man? You just get some Dawn, and that'll come off easy, you know, like it's very easy to clean certain metals, you know, but you got to be easy with the rust after, you know, and that's, a lot of people, they own cars, I could help them fix it and clean them, because it's like, that's what I grew up watching. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Now I was trying to help a lady at the job with her rims. Now, I tell everybody in the world, make sure you keep your car rims clean, make sure you keep your car clean, and make sure you keep yourself clean. You know, the only time you're supposed to get dirty in this world is when you're working to get clean, okay? For real. Your brain is the best hard drive. We appreciate you too, King. Nah, man, how can I say? All of us, I like when people in the world, like, we love each other, and like, you ain't gotta be no punk, cause those that be acting like they scared to like love people in this world or to show love, they wanna let me see, what's the word? They'll want you to love your gang, right? Or they'll want you to love something negative, but they wouldn't want you to love positivity. They'll want you to love the streets, right? But they wouldn't want you to love your brother that graduated, or they wouldn't want you to love your sister. Nah, we gotta stop that, and that's one thing that I don't care about when people talk about. That's why I say, black people, stop following people, okay? And I mean that. If I gotta stand against the whole world when I mean that, it's saying black people stop following people, I'm gonna always come on this YouTube or any social media platform or anywhere in this world, and I'm gonna say, black people stop following people. Or if you want me to say it the other way, that people don't like, so-called black people or melanated people, stop following people. Because those that follow people, right? I'm gonna say this about the black race around the world that they don't like to hear. And this is why they like when you follow people, and this is why they like when you don't use your brain, as Open did said just now. I'm gonna read his comment again, so it could really to all of our brains, so it could really manifest into this world. Because I said this morning too, before I left out the house, the tongue is a very powerful weapon, okay? Now, I'm going to read it again. Your brain is the best hard drive. Now, what did I say before? I said, hold on. Telling you that the laptop, cell phone, the desktop, anything. You know, and let me tell you something. You may not be perfect, right? With remembering certain things, but the shit is, right? Don't you get a computer? Don't you got to take your cell phone to the store to get it fixed? Don't you throw your flat screen TV away or your smart TV when it ain't working no more? You get a new one, right? Alright. Every day that the sun rise, or every minute, every second, you living in life, you breathing in oxygen, you get a chance every single time to press reset, and don't matter how hard it may get, you always got a chance. You know, some people will tell people, oh, it may get too late. Yeah, it may get too late. But you know what? We live in a world that's so crazy that when it get too late, people are by themselves. Okay? And of course, we have to start to really think logical in this world and stop with the crazy nonsense, with the imaginary stories. When it get too late in this world and people, like everybody, you see how everybody love to see you fall? Everybody, like for example, and this is one of the saddest examples where people take this for a joke. And let me say this, because as I said, I'm out to shoot at all of them stupid, dumb celebrities that y'all love to celebrate and y'all love to put on walls. Y'all love to act like they're somebody. Alright, check this out. That little snake, Ray J. Bless up, my brother. And that's another thing. Shout out to my brother PMC, man. For a shout out to my brother PMC in the building. You know. Now, let me get back to me talking about the slithering snake. And many of these snakes. Because they think this joint is slick. You know. And I'm going to take this back to not Whitney Houston beginning, but I don't like to play with conspiracy theories stuff and all of that. I don't play with that, you know. I don't play with conspiracy theory stuff because a lot of people just like to say conspiracy theorists or conspiracy theories when things are real, but they, like I always tell people, some people like to just throw words in there to put a monkey wrench to stop things from moving. Now check this out. Okay. Whatever they got going on in that crazy world you call the industry is the industry, and it is sick. Now, Whitney Houston being around Ray J, I never got it. You know? I never got it. And a lot of people will say, oh, this and that, this and that. Alright, check this out. We all knew that Whitney Houston, she had her little problems and she fell short. But like I told my big brother the other day, and I mean this till death do me and this universe apart, I will live on. This is my opinion, but I stand strong with my opinion. I ain't never hear a songbird like Whitney Houston, okay? And I don't care how much ladies you go back in world history. I ain't hear a songbird like Whitney Houston ever in my life, still till this day. Okay? I don't know nobody that could F up a stage like Whitney Houston. I don't know nobody that could hold a microphone that you call a R&B singer or a singer that could F shit up. Okay? Now, let me get back to the little weirdo snake. When I seen Whitney Houston and Ray J around each other, and I'm not into the little whatever, some people will say this and that, I'm not into all of that. But when I seen that, I said something ain't right. Now, it goes back to me saying this from last month and 2 months ago. Everybody starts seeing Dean the Great, Adrian Broner, Blueface, Sauce Walker, Bang Williams, Bunny, and Ray J. All of these people is chilling in the warehouse in Cali. And as I said, when I come on my YouTube and I see these little clips and I watch it, let me tell you something. I hear a lot of people talking about they like sports and they like this and that, right? But one thing why we liked this sports growing up is because it was just like, to be honest with you, we was boys and you ain't had to know how to play the sport, but you'll just play it because you was a boy. Okay? And as I said, like, I'm never going to act like I was the best baseball player in the world, but when I was 8 years old, you couldn't tell me I wasn't better than Manny Ramirez and Derek Jeter, or A-Rod, or Ichiro Suzuki. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a baseball player like them, like a shortstop, excuse me. You couldn't tell me. And don't let me hit a single or a double. I thought I hit a home run like Hank Aaron or Babe Ruth. Okay? I'm being real. Like, let that ball fly through somebody's legs or whatever. I'm thinking I'm Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Willie. Like, come on. It's going out the park, even though it ain't go out the park, because I don't ever remember me hitting a home run playing baseball. I'ma just be honest. For real, like, if I really had a good, powerful day, yes, I may hit one triple. But other than that, I'm going to be honest to you. I could hit a single and I could hit a double, okay? Now, I'm going to get back to the Ray J and them. Now, when I looked at us as boys, we played many sports because we was boys and it was something to do, and you did it because, you liked it somewhat. You wasn't the best at it, but you liked it. So when I see that, I don't know, I think it was like 3 months ago, when I seen that Adrian Broner talking about he was coming back to boxing, and as I said, I'm there thinking like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? And like, my big brother, he's a Gemini, and I'm an Aquarius, but he was born in June, I was born in February, but sometimes we maybe do certain things like twins, but I just say that I guess we're brothers, like we grew up in the same house, we came from the same mother and father, so like, if we do certain things alike, like, I don't know what to say, like, we're brothers, we grew up in the same house, like, and it's just it's natural nature for you to maybe do something like your big brother or your little brother. It's not. And to be honest with you, like I said the other day, I remember when I was telling some of my friends and my little cousins when we was little, I was like, yo, if my big brother said it's a go, and it's nothing stopping nothing, okay? Because if T said go, we going. If T said it's okay, me and my little cousins and my friends, we riding with it. If my big brother said it's a go, like, it's like, if T said like, yo, we love, like, like playing basketball, that's what we did. We played basketball. And let me get back to the Ray J joint and the Adrian Broner and the baseball and everything all in one. Now, I was like, okay, I'm all with it. I want to see Adrian Broner, because if I'm correct, Cobbs was the last person that Adrian Broner fought, but the last fight that I seen is with Madonna, and I'm not like how everybody will diss on Adrian Broner for humping Madonna, but he wasn't, I wouldn't say he wasn't prepared for that fight, but he wasn't 100%, and a lot of people will say nowadays, a lot of different people, like, professional boxers and some coaches and even some boxers and commentators will say that Adrian Broner should have never fight Madonna, and weight class do mean something, but I'm gonna always say, growing up, I remember being the shortest, sometimes and the skinniest, but that don't mean nothing with heart. When it comes to heart, that overrides that weight class stuff, and that overrides, oh, he's a basketball player, he can't play football, or she's a football player, nah. Once you got that heart, I'm always with, there's nobody that can stop you. Now, I remember watching these little clips of Adrian Broner in this gym, in this warehouse, and I'm there watching the dude, Dean the Great, even though he wasn't never no professional boxer, and he had little, I wouldn't call it amateur boxing, but nowadays they thinking just because somebody is, God help me, Jah please help me, Buddha help me, every one of y'all help me right now, because I am trying my best. Just because you are an influencer. And this is why I'm going to tell you, if I don't like celebrities and superstars and whoever, I don't know who y'all people really think a influencer is, or somebody that just because they got. I don't care about none of these people that they think are celebrities, influencers, or superstar, because I'm never going to put them above any one of us. You think that we going to put them above us after these so-called people came from where we still live at? And then after that, if we want to really talk about it, right? Why are we judging people on materialistic things in this world to put people in certain divisions? I'm not with that. I'm not with somebody doing that to me, and I'm not with somebody doing that to others. Okay? I'm not with that. This is why I always say they fake God. And I will continue to say they fake God and they're fake religions. Excuse me. Because I'm never going back down on what I know and what I see every day with human beings. Because you cannot reverse the time of what's going on. Okay, let me finish chopping. Now, when the cameras on all these people in that warehouse, that Adrian Broner, Dean the Great, Bang, Bunny, and all of them men, I'm like, yo, I see a boxing ring in the middle, you know, and I see that all of them sleeping in the warehouse, you know. But I'm there like, yo, the main person there is everybody is watching Ray J and Dean the Great and Adrian Broner. Now, I remember the other day, and this is how I tell you that a lot of black people don't got no respect. And like Dean the Great and Adrian Broner and Ray J, if they was in front of me, like the old me, and even I will guess to say, I wouldn't want to call this the new me, but they need to get slapped. And what do I mean by that? We hold no respect to our people because they thought it was okay when Brandy came in the house, right? Adrian Broner is drunk around her, and I'm there saying like, yo, like if y'all want to respect these other people, right? And we forget that Brandy is supposed to be a celebrity, a singer. So why is Adrian Broner, he's supposed to be a superstar boxer, right? He's supposed to be, as I heard somebody say the other day, don't matter how drunk he act or don't matter how high he get, he's still black royalty. No, he's not. Okay? No, he's not. Y'all must stop getting the past nonsense just because you did. What he did in boxing is what he did in boxing. What he's doing now, he's not no black royalty, okay? He's a piece of shit. Okay? Because when you look at a person like him, I can't even call him a man. He's the type of person that you wouldn't want him around your daughter. You wouldn't want him around your wife. You wouldn't want him around your sister. You wouldn't want him around your aunt or your grandmother. Because Adrian Broner and them other people like Ray J and all of these so-called Hollywood, whatever you want to call them, they don't have respect. And they don't respect life. So, the thing is, right? If Adrian Broner or any one of them ever come around a female that y'all know or that y'all have respect for, let me tell you, these dudes think that they could say whatever they want to certain females that they call hoes and bees, right? And when I look at all of them, they say these, that, and right? And I be looking at Adrian Broner, I'm like, wow, Adrian Broner and the rest of them and Ray J and all of these dudes, don't y'all know y'all are the biggest cowards and the biggest fools in the world? And this is why I said many people didn't understand me, right? And I'm saying this to all type of men around the world. It's okay, yeah, we know it got bees and hoes and prostitutes in the world, but the shit is, right? If they bees and hoes, right, what does it make the man? Come on, you gotta understand. If you disrespecting the lady just to make other people look at you as some way, right? Who are you? You gotta understand, and I'm gonna say this. This is why I say I'm not on nobody's side. I ride for myself in the universe and Jah Rastafari. Okay? I don't pick, like, I don't care who you are. Okay? I don't care who you are in this world. I'm for me and my lions. I don't stand on no sides. I'm not with nobody but myself. And people don't get that. Now, I'm going to always say it for real, because I understand that our people and people around this world, they must think, right? That it's okay for you to be stupid. It's okay for you to not think. Why you think that they could call these ladies all type of names? And the shit is, me, when I look at it, right? I said, yo, if I was ever in front of a person like Adrian Broner, Ray J, or Dean the Great, I'd break their jaw. And they'll be like, let me tell you something. What he did years ago as a boxer, if a real boxer, just like when Bobby Green went in the gym and beat Bang Up, yo, as I said, it ain't what you did before, it's what you could do every given moment. I remember I told my brother the other day, the average man is supposed to get down on the floor and do 20 push-ups, mandatory. And if you think you could do more, yes, you're supposed to do more. The average woman is supposed to drop 5 or 10. The average little kid, he could drop 5. But they forgot that we live in such a world where they forgot about health and they love death. Okay? You are like they forgot, yo. The average man is supposed to take out the garbage. And you know what? If you want to add more sugar in it, if you want to add a cherry on top, man and woman supposed to wash the dishes. Man and woman is supposed to cook. Now, when you look at years ago, right? When Adrian Broner and a lot of these celebrities, when they're on top of their game, it's okay. You don't remember when Adrian Broner threw the money in the air and said, he must don't know who I am. I don't need no change. Now, remember when he was the $1 Billion Boys or $1 Billion Broner? And this is why I always say, people that talk about a lot of money, they ain't got no God in them. And don't tell me God is with you. And don't tell me that God bless you. Okay? Because the same way you could say that, I could say, well, you know what? God took that money away from the celebrities that act like they better than the common man and the common woman. And even the children that look up to them. One of the saddest things that I seen the other day when I was watching the Ray J fight and Orlando Brown and the Carissa Shields fight and Kate fight, I was like, yo, it had a little kid that came up to Dean the Great and said, we seen Adrian Broner. And this is why I call Adrian Broner a piece of shit. I don't give a F what people say, but one thing you gotta know, right? I can name off my head right now where if we talk about like the best baseball player, right? When we was kids, you'll say probably Ken Griffey Jr., you know, straight up and down, you know? Like, and to be more honest and accurate, you'd be like, yo, who got the best swing in MLB history? I got 2 people that I'm going to say. Albert Pujols and Ken Griffey Jr. No, I'm so sorry. And Barry Bonds, 3. Okay? For real. Because, as I said, I was never a professional baseball player. I'm never the best baseball player. But what I see from Albert Pujols, Ken Griffey Jr., and Barry Bonds of how they stand in that plate and be patient and they knock that joint out, it's not even about the knockout. It's about what a lot of baseball coaches done told me and batting coaches done told me. Your patience in the box and looking at the pitcher. Okay? And I remember before I heard baseball coaches telling me that and batting coach, I didn't care because I thought that if I look at the dude, him pitching the baseball, and I watch it get off his hands, I used to think that me watching it get off his hands, right? I can hit that joint with speed if I'm watching it get off his hands. But wasn't that one of the worst mistakes I could ever make in ever trying to hit a baseball? I had to learn, to be honest with you. If you ever play baseball, and I'm gonna tell you like this, me, I remember I used to count 3 seconds, and I used to wait till the ball probably, and I couldn't really do it, but I tried my best to reach 3 seconds away from you, and that's when I used to swing for the heavens. Okay, I used to swing. I done swung many different times and fell on the floor. You know how you watch the cartoons when they swing and they fall like a corkscrew? Hey, trust me, I did that many times. And you know what? As being on YouTube right now or something, it was fun. You know, it was fun when you swung around and fell on your knee like, and you hear the damn umpire and the bat catcher and them saying, strike one, and you like, oh, it hurts. It hurts, it do. Hey, let me tell you something. A strikeout hurts more than a technical foul, okay? Okay, let me get back to Ray J and them. Now, when I'm watching, Ray J had a fight with Orlando Brown, and this is what they call entertainment and all that. And this is what they'll want to tell you, that they're all entertaining you. These streamers are talking about their entertaining people, right? Okay, now I know all of our mothers and fathers done told us this in life. Everything ain't funny, okay? And everything ain't a joke, and everything ain't to be entertained. Now, when you watch them play with people real life, right? And put it on the internet, and they make people actually stream this and keep on recording this, you hit. It gets to the point where I always tell people, man, like, humans are some sick creatures. Because the only thing people are waiting now, right, to see is if Adrian Broner had another overdose. And me, I ain't gonna say too much things, because these people, they real effed up, and they real dirty, and they real nasty. And I look at it where I say, the black man and the black woman, you really need to wake up, okay? You really need to wake up. And with people saying that for years, right? You'll think that, wow, the black community, or like I like to say, the so-called black community will wake up one day. The so-called black community will feel something. Let me read these brothers' comments. Hold on. You are what you entertain, paid or not. Facts, proud, elder, 100%. I live alone. I do everything for myself. Laundry, dishes, trash, vacuuming, windows, etc. I'm single by choice, not by situation. No, and that's the thing, man. Some people, like, they don't have, like, you don't need to be in a relationship in this world just to be in a relationship. If you're going to be in a relationship, you make sure it's something to grow. And this is why I tell people, if me and my brother and sisters are going to fight in the so-called hood, we fight to make each other better. And if we not fighting, we already bettering each other. Okay? I don't believe in that fighting so we can keep on destroying each other in our communities. Nah. If we're going to fight, we're going to fight for situations to make ourselves better. Okay. The more patient you are is the more precise your execution will be. And that's true, you know, because, for example, you could be at the 3-point line and you thinking that just because you want to, throw up threes, that you'll be there hitting. But a person that want to just do that, trust me, out of 100, you might hit might hit 3. You know, you might hit 3 3-pointers out of 100. But a person that's really locked in and you doing this, I'm going to be honest with you. You may hit 65 out of 100. And then if you get really locked in, that's when you're going to go to 70. Then when you know you locked in, trust me, you're going to get that percentage up. 75. And then when you know you mastered it, everything over 80% in shooting, you good. Okay? And that's why, like, people who don't like, you know, other than Iverson, you feel me? But who don't like practice, you ain't gotta like practice, okay? It ain't everybody out there Iverson, but who do like practice, they know that all of those hours in practice, you can get in the gym and warm up, right? As soon as you, like, out of 10 3-pointers, you know you're going to knock 7 of them down. And you know, knock on wood, you know you might miss 3, but nobody ain't going to shoot and miss, okay? Even though you know it may happen, we ain't going in the gym to shoot and miss, okay? And trust me, whoever been in the gym, right, whether, like, I'm going to say, like, New York City basketball, when we playing in the gym, right, you playing hardwood, when you miss 3-pointers or you miss regular shots, and you got to go run get the ball, right, you mad at yourself for missing that shot. And trust me, you go back to the same spot, and you shoot that shot. You miss it, you go back to that same spot and shoot that shot. I remember when my cousin taught me run around, of what he called it. I was like, what in God's name is run around? He said, you shoot the ball one time from the free throw line, right? And wherever it lands in the gym, you got to shoot it from there. And I said, oh my gosh, I thought it was the best thing. But that make you run a lot, but it make your shot even sharper, because you could be like a feet away from the 3-point line, right? But trust me, you're going to always be locked in. You're going to always be locked in. That's why when people are called, like people like Dale Curry, Steph Curry, Glenn Rice, you know, even Stephen Curry, Steph Curry little brother, I forgot, I think, what is his name? Stephen Curry or Steph Curry, the little one. A lot of people be steeping on Steph Curry little brother, but that boy could shoot too. Is you see, a lot of people thought it was, Steph Curry, his brother, but let me tell you, man, Steph Curry brother could get it in as well, and shooting 3-pointers and even free throws. You gotta practice on your shot, practice on your form. I remember when I was a kid, I had like 3 shooting forms until I stuck with the shooting form that I got now. And I used to do that. I used to shoot like 3 different ways to confuse people, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work, but it panned out good for me, because I remember when I used to take the ball, put it on my right shoulder, and I'm aiming it, but it's gonna go in, because, like, how can I say, I learned shooting by myself from myself, of just holding the ball, and to be honest with you, straight up and down, and looking at the rim, and aiming my best to the rim. Don't matter where it was a 3-pointer, and just keep on going, and keep on going. But this is one thing that I did. Now they say you pull up, keep that same energy. When you make that shot, right? You keep that same energy. You keep that same form. You don't lose that form. And I remember when I was a kid, as I said, trying to do 3 different shooting forms. No. If you want to do, like, tutorials of learning how to shoot a shot and learning how to put your finger in the correct spaces, go ahead. Hold on. yeah, if you want to learn that, you could do that. It wouldn't be a problem. But I would say like this too. Sometimes the best learning in basketball is straight out. You know, like you go on the court and it's freestyle. You know, you don't try to do something brand new. You just play. Oh, Glenn Robinson. I remember Big Glenn. Yeah, they had a lot of big 3-point shooters. Shoot. Who is it? One of the big. Hold on 1 minute. I remember Zach Randolph, man. Steve-O. Hold on 1 minute, I'm coming. Yeah, excuse me. Larry Bird is my favorite shooter ever. Yeah, Brook Lopez here. Brook Lopez was an old school player. Not that old school, but Dirk. Dirk a legend, man, for real. Dirk a legend. And how a lot of people be talking about a lot of these players that's European. Let me tell you something. Joker, Luka. Some people will probably want to be saying it, but Dirk is probably the best European player ever in the NBA, you know? And a lot of people, like, they be sleeping on stuff. Like, I ain't with that nonsense. It's just like them giving Wemby all of this credit. He ain't do nothing yet. And to me, I always say this, man. I don't like when they give credit to people that just came. Or I don't like when they give credit to people that you can't play. Because me, I'm going to say this, yo. Playing basketball when I was in my prime, it ain't about your talking. It's about that dog inside of you. And me, I looked at people in their eyes and I knew it was dog meat for them. Okay, so like I don't like when people just say, "Oh, my boy is nice or he is nice." Nah, man. Y'all better watch this dude Wemby, Victor Wembanyama. You better watch him put in work. He has to put in work. Okay, what is it? I think this is his third year is going to be when the season come up again. You got to work, man. You know, and I'm going to say this. It's just like when people used to say, "Oh, Kevin Durant needs to build some weight." He went, built some weight, even though it was punkish for him to leave OKC and then go to the Golden State Warriors. He did that, and to be honest with you, this generation, what is it? They ring chasers, and the reason why a lot of these new generation boys is ring chasing, they ain't got nothing better to do, and some of them know that they can't win it by themselves, and I don't fault them for it, but I just don't really give them the respect like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s players. I'm not going to knock their game, but I'm not going to respect their game, because like let me tell you, I done had so much injuries in my life for basketball, you feel me? So when people that get paid millions of dollars, you complaining about little stuff? Nah, man. I done had days where I walk home on one foot. You feel me? I done had days where I couldn't move my arms. But you know what? I'm still gonna play the next day. I done had days where I can't even breathe correctly because I done ran like probably 3 hours of games. So when you watch anybody, even if they get paid or not, be like, yo, one thing I don't play with is people don't play that punkish shit when it comes to playing basketball, okay? You stay home or you stay on the sideline. Don't come on the court. Don't come on the white chalk. For real, because I grew up with boys and girls that, a lot of people like to say this as simple, right? But you got to take our hearts out to get us off of that damn court. Okay? And like, I tell real shit. My leg got ran over by a bus in the car. But you know what? That wasn't nothing. Okay? And like, my basketball injuries, but I took it. And never complained, never really cried. Ain't do that. I just sucked it up and said, you know what? How these new generation people say, on to the next one. We really lived that who's next. So when I get back to the point of seeing Adrian Broner and all of these people that's thinking they watching him come back to boxing, you can't come back to boxing on any sport if you taking drugs or you drinking. And the only thing, like, see, a lot of people used to say, oh, how you smoking weed and playing basketball? Well, let me tell you something. I smoked a lot of weed and I bust a lot of ASS in basketball, okay? And like, it never, like, I ain't saying it slowed me down, but it never slowed me down. Because I knew that if I ain't had my discipline within myself, I don't even know why I came here to play basketball anyway. I should have just stayed home. But when I bought what I bought for me to go play my ball, give me my juicy fruit, give me my Gatorade, give me my water, and you give me my clip, it's on. It's on. And like I told my brother the other day, I can't run and cut like I used to of playing basketball, but trust me, I'm still a warrior and a beast anytime. And how they say it's like riding a bike. Well, you don't just like lose certain skills overnight. And that's why I'm ashamed of Adrian Broner, Dean the Great, and Ray J and them. Adrian Broner was a 4-time boxer, and like, I don't know how some people love boxing or why some people love certain sports. I don't know. Do you love it just because you want attention from other people? Nah. As I said, the first people I ever watched basketball with is with my Uncle B and my father. And I remember my father on one side of the couch and my uncle on one side of the couch, and I'm in the middle. And let me tell you how people watch basketball games nowadays. Some of the proud. Let me tell you, back then when I was a kid and watching the Knicks win the championship, that was my proudest games. Okay, of watching basketball as a little kid with my uncle and my father, and watching the Knicks just win the championship just now. Those are some of the proudest games that I ever watched on TV because forget the years of the Knicks not winning the championship. It was like everything that you seen of what you call New York City basketball. And this is why I say New York City basketball is the best basketball in the world. I don't care about other people's opinions. Because your opinion of how they say MSG is the Mecca, well, let me tell you something. I don't care where you go. You ain't going to find nobody cracking courts like New York, okay? You ain't going to find nobody cracking courts like New York. Because how they say this is personal or business. Well, when you get on the court, that's business, you know? Like, you leave that personal shit at your house. When you get on that court, everybody, male or female in New York City, you know that people came to handle business. People came to play basketball. People came to do what they do. And like I said, it ain't nothing like summer in the South Bronx. It ain't nothing like basketball in New York City. Okay? I'm going to say it again. I don't care how they run their tracks in Cali, in Atlanta, Texas, Nebraska. They always want to talk about nonsense. Oh, New Yorkers dribble too much. Like, shut up. Y'all just want to say that to have something to say. Okay? People always want to use that to, oh, New York dudes dribble. Like, shut up. Shut up. Because if I care about kicking your butt, right? Or if I care about waxing you, ain't nothing about no dribbling, yo. I came to take care of your business, and that's it. And I am going to take care of your business. You know? So I don't even it's not that I like it or don't like it. It sounds stupid when a lot of outside people from outside of New York, right? The first thing they want to do when they judge New York basketball players is say, oh, New York basketball players, they dribble too much. Shut up. You dribble too much? I bet, to be honest, if you want to have a competition around the world, I bet you we shoot better than everybody else in the United States. You know, the only other place that will come closer to shooting and it's straight off the head is Indiana. Okay? For real. Because let me tell you something. And that's another place that people be sleeping. It's 3 places in this world that don't sleep on basketball. Okay? Indiana, New York, and North Carolina. Okay? I remember Paul Pace saying MSG lacked the intimidating edge of other modern day arenas. Man, to be honest with you, bro, I never take Paul Pierce serious. I respect his game, but other than that, he could shut the F up. For real, outside of Paul Pierce's game, bro, I don't take him serious as a human. You know, so and plus, if you don't know Proud, Paul Pierce don't like the Knicks and Paul Pierce don't like New Yorkers, okay? You know, so I could care less about what he say, for real, because the old Delvin would have been like, shut up, you could get stabbed up again, you know? For real, I don't God, please forgive me for saying that, but you know, I don't take people like Paul Pierce's words serious, you know? And this is why I tell people, man, stop mistaking what these people do as in being a singer, a football player, and acting like they could talk about things in real life. Because, that's why I tell you, Adrian Broner could disrespect women because they thought that what? Because he was a 4-time boxing champion before. But y'all will let him disrespect some woman. Y'all will let him disrespect people just because he was a champion? Nah. And this is why I call people like him a clown, a punk. And a lot of people that love to drink, like, I don't respect that shit. I don't respect people that love to drink and do drugs and thinking that they tough. Like, shut up. Nobody respects you, and who do you think you are? Okay? People think that it's okay for not for you, like, I don't play that joint of people thinking that they could be intoxicated and disrespect somebody. Somebody'll slap the crap out of you. Cause you so tough, right? That you need liquor to be tough, or you need drugs to act like a tough guy or a tough girl. Get out of here, man. Girls that bang keep on banging, and somebody act like she's a drunk chick, knock her out. And somebody that think he's a drunk dude that keep on talking tough, you knock him out as well. I'm sick of us living in a world where people think it's okay for people to do negative things to people, and you don't think that people that are positive and living their life are not supposed to defend themselves. Come on, man. Y'all be defending cowards in this world, but don't defend the real and the righteous. I never defend cowards. That's why I say, anybody in this world, especially the black community, when you want to join gangs and you think that you could belittle one person just because you is the gang, what is it showing about yourself, and what is it telling about yourself? You need a group to be tough. You need a group to have your back. Come on, man. I'm tired of when they make cowards look tough. And when I say cowards, I'm talking male or female, okay? Like I told my moms yesterday, Delvin hit everybody. And what I mean by hit everybody, I don't exclude nobody out of correction. And that means even me. Okay? Okay, let me read. Chuck too, bro. Man, Charles Barkley, as I said, bro, I don't take with, like, Charles, I respect you as a basketball player, but as a human being, I could care less. You know? I learned from a kid, right? I learned how to, like, to separate them from their regular lives and what they do as in sports or as in music. Like, nah. Because I was there telling my brother the other day, some people, like, they love Tupac, right? They love his music. But do you know him personally? And some people used to love to hear Tupac and do everything that Tupac do, right? But was you going to take on his side when he talked about uplifting black people? No. Because you always take the side of him saying thug life, but didn't he? Like, come on, man. That's why I tell you, I can't take the nonsense and the fakeness in this world. I can't. For real, because the nonsense and the fake people, those are the ones that people parade around. But people that's putting it down every day, you think you want to laugh at them and acting like they don't put no work in? That's why I disrespect these so-called tough women and tough guys and so-called celebrities. Please. Okay, let me see something. Okay, Chuck too, bro. Hold on, Chuck too, bro, said New York basketball reputation reels more on noise, food, and identity than recent dominance, but Charles been a hater. See, I wouldn't even talk about that. He say food, right? Charles needs to be healthy, you know? And that's mentally and physically. Okay. That's why I tell you, these people be talking like they perfect, right? Just because they got money and they think that, but like, come on, man, Charles, lose weight. For real. Okay, look at the same ones who call you a hater be deriding the hardest for those that they swear you hating on just because it may not be your thing. And I don't care about none of them celebrities with, like, I don't put no pride into, like, If you ain't come to ball, don't even show up. Ball is life and life is ball. Yeah, that's real, man. For real, y'all. I remember when we used to play ball, you beat you before I even get to the park. For real. It's all in my mental what I'm going to do to you. Because like I said, it don't matter who you are, or it don't matter what you consider you are or what you could do. I know what I could do, so I'm coming after you. You know? Greats aren't entirely great without assistance. And that's the truth. Bro, because I remember going to the basketball court with my cousin in Brooklyn, and We shooting around, and as I said, you go playing around by yourself. We had to go and run, get the ball for each other, throw the ball back to each other. You get your few shots off, you pass it back, he get his few shots off, and y'all making each other better. And I would say that was some of the best basketball I played too, of just even practicing with my boy cousin, like we just practicing. But practicing what's made us good though. Dirk Nowitzki, Karl Anthony Towns, Channing Frye, Brooke Lopez. I ain't gonna front. I used to like Channing Frye when he was on the Knicks, because we did draft you. And even though you left and they sold you, it's business, but shout out to Channing Frye, because he was actually one of my best players at the time. I did actually like Channing Frye, because if I'm correct, when Channing Frye was like, I think 6'9" or 6'10", and he was a good shooter. When he first came, he had the little, free throw to, to the rim shot. Then after that, he keep on moving back and practicing, and Channing Frye became like a bad shooter. I mean, bad in a good way. Bang! Big Dog used to shoot the lights out. Larry Bird is my favorite shooter ever. Now, I gotta respect, Larry Bird game. Big Dog Glenn Robinson was one of my favorite pull-up shooters as a kid. Throwback Bucks. Yeah, damn. Old school Ray Allen, man. 34, number 34. Jesus Shuttleworth. A warrior is gonna score whether ill, injured, or on their worst day. Trust me, you're gonna even on your hospital bed. For real. Far as Adrian Broner, you know how. Let me see. Okay. Far as Adrian Broner, you know how what to expect, Delvin, from a fan of they hear your take on dude. They would say you hating, and you would say that to his face. Laugh out loud. Internet comments are mad predictable. Oh no, and that's the thing, like, they would say we hating on Adrian Broner because you want him to clean up, right? But the people that's being drunk around him, the people that's laughing in his face when you did dancing, I don't hate him. I would actually want him to clean his life up and not look at people laughing at him like a clown. Whatever me calling him a clown and a fool and an idiot, y'all be acting like y'all from the hood and the ghetto, right? It's easy for y'all to do dumb stuff. But soon as somebody talks to you and the stuff that you really need, you call it hating? I could care less if anybody in this world say I'm hating. Even my mama. Okay? Because, like I said last week when me and my brother was having a conversation, my mama had me 1984, February 4th. From that day, I know my worth, so nobody could tell me my worth, okay? Hating? I don't hate on a human that don't know themselves, okay? Because I'm not a drinker, okay? I'm not a drug addict. Okay? So how could I be hating on somebody that drinks and a drug addict? Any type of in this world. So, like, you got to understand, the people that come on the internet and the people in this world, they love to see you crash and burn. Because when something happens to Adrian Broner, Dean the Great, or Ray J, or any one of these people, only thing everybody gonna say, oh my gosh, it was sad. Oh my gosh. Oh, God bless. Man, get that fake crap out of here. Okay? You laughing at him drinking now. But you don't really care. And that's the joint to where some people are saying, oh, they grown. No, like Queen's Flip said. Y'all watching him run to his death. But y'all acting like y'all fake friends that care. And this is why I tell you, some black men in the world and in America, Y'all want to define stuff, right? But y'all don't want to define how much the black men hate each other, and he always want to make up a stupid scenario of why he got beef. You pussy, okay? You ain't got no beef with each other. You pussy, and you illiterate, and you retarded. Some people don't like to hear harsh words like that, but that's what it is, okay? And I'm going to say the other word that you need to hear. A lot of black men in this world, they're not tough. They're emotional queens, okay? They're emotional queens. But y'all want to believe just because somebody busts their gun quick, or just because somebody stabs somebody up quick, or just because somebody punched somebody quick, that they tough, they gangster. Nah, man. Those is men that are insecure men. And trust me, those are men that you could control easy. Let me tell you, one of the easiest men to control in this world, right, is a man that don't know how to control his emotions. And so-called street dudes and women don't know how to control their emotions. Come on. Like, I laugh when I be seeing people talk, oh, I don't like that ant around the corner. Or I don't like those dudes down the block. You ain't got beef with nobody. Y'all live in the same box, but you claim you banging against them. And it don't matter where you live, okay? It don't matter who you consider yourselves, okay? Because you'll bang on them down the block. You'll bang on them around the corner. But, you know the rest. You know the rest. You know the rest. Okay? You'll be scared. You'll be scared. Bruh, that's why I say, like, I laugh at a lot of these people that want to be tough guys and tough girls. Oh, don't let me read the brothers. Alright. Look at the same ones. Okay, I read that. I seen a short not too long ago, and this cat was like New York ballers solid, but they better at dribbling than winning. He was like before the Knicks won the championship, nobody expect New Yorkers. Well, the internet and some dudes, their opinion or their opinion. You know, like, I do not. Yeah, the internet make people feel like superheroes because you're behind a screen, you're behind a desktop, and that's one thing that I learned with people. They could say anything on this internet, and I leave it alone with a lot of them, you know, because I had a couple of so-called wannabe tough guys talk tough on this internet towards me, and I'm there like, okay, like, like, I know females that'll beat the crap out of you for talking stupid to me. So, you don't study people like that, you know, because you have to learn. I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm never ashamed to say it. A lot of people in our so-called communities are retards, okay? A lot of people, y'all be thinking that just because somebody is from the ghetto, or somebody is from the hood, or somebody is in a gang, or somebody call themselves a gangster, there's somebody. Like, whoa. Like, come on, man. This is the internet, and I can't really say what I'm supposed to say, but stop it, okay? Because if y'all want to call these so-called dudes and girls thugs, the last time I checked, man, like, some of the biggest thugs I seen in the world is in the military, okay? It's in the military. So y'all talk about catching a body. They catch bodies every day, y'all so-called fake gangsters and gangstresses, okay? And y'all wanna what is it? Oh, I lost my homie. Well, you know what? They lose soldiers every day. Y'all playing in a game, right? And it is a game, but it's real lives being taken away. And this is why I tell you, the black community, this shit is so sad that it's retarded. I'm for real. I can't sugarcoat shit. I cannot sugarcoat it. It's so sad it's retarded. Okay? Because y'all think that you must look at everybody that's in any gang in Black America and around the world, and y'all think that this shit is gully. Let me just be honest. It shows you how pussy the black man is. Okay? And that's my opinion. And that's how I feel. Because you are so... Everybody know. Black man is very quick to fight each other, to do this to each other. What is it? The other day I seen Adrian Broner, right? When he talked about he was going to the fight, right? He said he's gonna punch Floyd in the face. That's what he told Dean the Great. So I'm there looking, right? I'm like, you gonna punch Floyd in the face? Adrian Broner, when was the last time you ever threw a proper punch? And to be honest with you, like if a drunk person like you hit me, I will give you a jab or uppercut that you will remember forever. And this is why I told you that the black man in America that think he's a thug is a pussy. You gangster, but y'all recording and y'all call this real life, right? I'm taking off on Floyd tonight. And he wanted Dean. That's why I tell you, I don't get these people that this weirdo. Dean the Great. Respect cuz. Respect cuz. Like, you ain't no Crip. You ain't no Crip. Like, and Dean the Great banging all of them, they all saying respect cuz. But, like I learned, when you got money, like, you know, you could make people do whatever they want, and you could say a lot of things. But this is why I say, our black community sell each other out. What the hell is Dean the Great, right? And Adrian Broner and Bang Williams saying respect cuz? Huh? Huh? Okay. Adrian Broner used to be a boxer. Blueface, yeah. Like, he been around them, OT been around them, but like, come on, man. Y'all making this joint like, y'all making this look too stupid. And this is why I say, other people know how to use black people. And other people will continue to feed off of black people, and y'all may not want to hear it, but I'm going to say it in the worst ways, and I'm going to keep on saying it. People in this world know how to sell you. Okay? For real. People in this world know how to sell you, black man, black woman, and black child. And the reason why I'm going to always keep saying it like this, because people like to talk nonsense, right? But as I said, I done went against thousands in my life, possibly, right? Because I remember from this kid, they would try to reverse things on you, of calling you extreme because you talk about your people. Like, nah, man, I ain't no extreme. Y'all extreme. Y'all the crazy ones. Okay, y'all the ones that got the problem. Y'all the ones that are or something else. You thinking that people are correct just because they have money? You thinking that people, and this is why I tell you, I don't believe in human beings, especially a lot of them that don't got no religion that's real, and a lot of them that don't even know they self spiritually. Can't respect one who doesn't respect self. Simple as that. Well, and a lot of our people and a lot of people around the world, they don't respect themselves, and it's straight up and down. I don't be with that joint. That's why I don't respect them. Okay? Like, I don't. Let me tell you something, yo. People think in this world, right, that you must act so-called stupid and ignorant, and everybody else is supposed to fear you because you stupid and ignorant. Well, let me tell you something. This is why, black man, you could get locked up in America and you could be the most incarcerated man in the world. Okay? Because you're so tough, right? But how you can't even reverse the curse? The white man locks you up. You can never lock him up. This is his world, not your world. But you saying you king. You saying you queen. You saying you a god. You saying you's a goddess. What do you hold? Because nowadays, y'all got to say you wait till your fake god come back, right? I disrespect that shit. Okay? I disrespect that shit. Because as I said, y'all like to play these games. Y'all like to play these games. Fake, yo. For real. Fake. Like, they always want to put God in the way of something, but they don't even know no God. Because I'm going to always say, I don't care who you is in this world, when they say God, right? Who are y'all people talking about? And I'm talking about all races, because I'm not going to let foolish human beings, right, that love evil and that play with evil all day tell you God bless you and God this and that. What are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? And who are you talking about? For this is why I don't tell, like I be like, yo, when you think you could talk about God or religion, you're not talking to nobody that just jumped out of a belly yesterday or last night. And when you talk like this to people, they don't know how to answer you. Because when you really, how they say, when you really ask people questions about God, the superior, or Jah, they don't have no answer. They don't have no answer. And I look and I say, okay, but it's always easy for y'all to say God bless, right? But like, how could God bless you when you live in a lie? How could God bless you when you lie every day? How could God bless you when you are the lie? So this is why I ask people, like, you think it's okay for you to just say stuff and to go by the world that we living in right now? Humans, is okay for them to say God this and God that. Man, like I'm gonna keep saying, what are you talking about? Because that's when people be talking about this God and stuff, I don't know what the majority of the world, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay? Because what you think is in some invisible creature that these humans are talking to. See, because it's always easy for them to say God, right? But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep on pushing it until my physical gone. What the F are you talking about? And people are saying, oh, you know what God is. No, 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 no. I don't know. I know what the Most High is. But when they say, like, in God we trust, or God bless America, or I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. And when they say God bless you, I don't know which God they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. And for all the people that like to be slick and say there's only one God, yeah, it is only one God, right? But why do we have more than 5 billion humans on the earth, with everybody on the earth is this way, that way, this way, that way, and humans always making up excuses? Oh, that's their culture. That's their way of life. Yo, let me tell you something. One aim and one justice and one destiny ain't got no culture in life, okay? It's just one way, okay? And that's why I tell you, humans keep on acting like they create life. You are just a part of it, okay? You are a part of it, but I tell you, these, and that's why I said human beings, man. Human beings is like a curse, okay? Because they made money and they cursed the world. They made materialistic things, curse the world. They made humans put each other in different categories, curse the world. Use a bum. Oh, use a celebrity. Use wealthy. Oh, you're middle class. Oh, you're higher class. Oh, you live in luxury. So I always say, all these people that put people in these different categories, right? What God do they believe in? And everybody would like to say, oh, they believe in Lucifer. They believe in the devil. Yeah, that shit is all easy to say, and it's very nice to say, and it's very easy and quick to say and just gloss over it, right? But I say, if the majority of the world, right, downs the people that tries to live righteous, and we watch a world that's living a lie, right? what does this fake world of humans believe in? Come on, like, and people don't like to answer it, and people hate to say it, but I remember you said this the other day, and many times, you don't got faith in humanity. Well, I say this proud. I could up on that. Life is a lie. Okay? Life is a lie. Okay, you like, cause they could live on this lie every day, right? And people will continue because they made money the object. And if you don't like money, or you don't like have money, they'll tell you this or that. You're going like, yo, I'm not gonna live a life, right? Of where humans made other humans think that they're less than themselves because you got money, or you got this and you got that. And like, this is why I say, what fake God are you talking about? If your God is going to make you think that just because you have materialistic things that another man made, that you are better than another man. Like, that's fake. That's corny. That's stupid. That's illiterate. But that's the type of world that we live in. Man made God, so man tell man that you are better than him because you don't got money, or you don't got this. It's not the dreads upon your head, but the love in your heart that make us Rasta. Yeah, I ain't got like for real, like the love in my heart and soul overrides what I have upon my head. My everyday living, or my liberty, overrides the nonsense that, because they could tell you about life, right? We live it. We live in it. Live in it. You know, and it's good. You know, like, once you leave the distractions alone, and you actually focus on you okay. Because whether it's family or friends or strangers, many people want to knock you off your square in this world. Okay? And it's for you to stay grounded, okay? It's for you to stay grounded. For you to stay up. Keep your head above the water. Don't let yourself sink. For real, because as I always say, man, I got people wake up every day and they don't want you to shine. They don't want you to shine. Okay. Okay, hold on. That's why I be saying I ain't a fan of nobody. Now we not no fans of nobody. Like, cause I'll say you.
Yeah, the car, like.
Yeah, he texts me. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, like, I would say that we not no fans of nobody. Cause to be honest with you, I don't like. I'm not a device. You know, and like, to be honest with you, I never liked that fan word anyway. Like, I don't know how people be comfortable in even calling other people fans of people. You know, like, don't you understand how weird that word is? Don't you understand how weird that energy is? But no, they think it's okay to say, I'm a fan of Beyonce, I'm a fan of Jay-Z. Do you know how weird that is? But they think it's something nice, and they think it's something common. For real, I just support you like Proud just said, because I'm a human being on the same earth that you live on, but you ain't nothing better than me. For real, like, I tell you, people kill me when they actually think you're supposed to respect a celebrity because they got more money than you, and because they took more pictures than you, and because they got a bigger bank account than you. Let me tell you, man, like, trust me, like, this is, I wouldn't even say nice delving, but I don't respect those people. For real, I don't respect those people. I don't. For real, because those are the type of people that y'all think these celebrities, and I'm talking about all of them, whether it's Jadakiss, whether it's Fat Joe, whether it's Beyonce, I don't care. For real, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, I don't care. For real, because a so-called celebrity or entertainer, what you think, that they're not a regular common person, that they don't have stupidity with inside of them? But y'all get so blinded by the money that y'all think these people are gods, goddesses. And y'all think that, hold on. Yo. Alright, hold on, I'm coming. Tell you, co-workers corrupt. Whoo, woosah. Okay, let me see. That's why I be saying I ain't a fan of nobody and a supporter of a few. Some of these people defend these celebrities harder than they do themselves and their family members, and that's why, to me, it's wild and it's retarded. You know, it shows you how retarded that the human being is, cause, and, celebrities don't care about nobody but their own image and rep. And it ain't judging because they show us this, and if it wasn't for God and the people that support them, they wouldn't even have that image. Well, this is why I say I don't call them celebrities, and I don't call them superstars, because they're just like me and you, bro. They just like me and you. They no different than me and you. But people want to look at them like, nah. I don't give them that. I don't give them that. Cause I don't give them that. Yeah, hold up 1 minute. I'm so glad I grown. For real. Yeah, I don't give them that though, cause they ain't no better than me and you. But people want them. People want to look at them as something, you know, but they're not nothing. Let me see. Let me read this joint. Okay, God, hold on. Celebrities don't care about nobody but their own image and their rep, and it ain't judging because they show us this. If it wasn't for God and the people that support them, they wouldn't even have that image. Well, some people ain't got the common sense to understand that, bro. Or should I say, some humans can't even grasp that statement, that paragraph that you just read. And this is why I have no problem in using the R word, retard. Okay? Because you know how people say common sense ain't common no more? Common sense ain't never been common in this world, where people parade dummies around, where people parade people just because money and attention. Nah. I'll be back, man. I gotta deal with some stuff at work.